Battlefield REDSEC launched today. This is a free-to-play game, and you can download it separately from Battlefield 6. I'm going to go ahead and start a match, and my biggest complaint so far is there doesn't seem to be a solo queue mode, so we're going to be playing duos here, so apologies to my teammate. Also, let's talk about the graphics settings. So I'm going to be testing out a variety of hardware here. We're starting at Ultra settings, which is one step down from Overkill because I'm on an 8GB GPU, so I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I'm on testing out the RTX 4060, but we'll test out some other hardware. And the 4060 is the most popular GPU on Steam. That's why I went ahead and selected it. And the 4060, like I said, 8GB card. This game, at least in certain maps and campaigns, can have issues on 8GB on the max settings, so I'm trying out Ultra. We'll see how it goes. And I'm starting it with 1440p with DLSS quality. Now, I'll also try native resolution and things like that. We'll just kind of have to see how performance goes as we play this. Now, I have only loaded up one match prior to this just to make sure everything was working, and then I started the video. So we're essentially going to get performance testing live on the video while I also learn how to play this Battle Royale mode. We can see each CPU core here. It's a 9800X3D. The idea is to have a high-end CPU to isolate GPU performance. This is the frame rate. But now I'm going to go ahead and start an average. So it's now going to be averaging the frame rate here. This is the instantaneous frame rate, current frame rate. And then we've got the 1% lows over here. We also have a frame time graph. So if you see spikes on that, it's indicating a stutter in the gameplay. Don't judge screen tearing and stuttery video because I'm capturing on a second PC on an HDMI capture card. And I think DLSS looks a little bit broken here. I've noticed this in other maps on Battlefield 6, and I feel like sometimes DLSS looks a little bit broken. So we're going to go ahead and jump down and see how things goes. Currently, performance, though, is up in the upper 80s. Yeah, DLSS looks a little bit weird when we were jumping down. Okay, looks a little bit more stable now that we're on the ground. So there's that. And let's go ahead and try to get a weapon. And I will be attempting to actually play the game while we monitor the performance. So yeah, looking like 80 FPS so far. Looks like my teammate is already down. Is there any way back in? He's telling me there are two below, to be careful. So it sounds like he's mentioning he can respawn. I know in some Battle Royales you can get some respawns, and others you can't. Let's see if I can take out my... Okay, got one. Oh no! He got me. All right, well, they got me. It looks like performance so far was 77 FPS. Again, this is on the RTX 4060. Ultra settings, we were DLSS quality. Let's go ahead and try to back off to upscaling turned off. So it's now native 1440p resolution. Notice 1440p resolution here. So yeah, 1440p native now. Let's see how this goes at the Ultra settings. I am spectating Jules here. So we'll see how Jules does. Also, hopefully Jules keeps his language appropriate, since we are... Jules doesn't realize he's in a YouTube video right now here, guys. Okay, second chance. Let's redeploy. And I will also restart the frame rate averages. And hopefully we get a gun. All right, I have a gun. See how it goes. I should probably be looting more stuff. Man, I haven't played any Battle Royales in a long time. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6. I used to play a lot of PUBG, like back when it first came out. Do I want the carbine or do I want... wait a second. Do I now have two primaries? I'm confused. No, I think I just... Wait, no, I do. Okay, do I have just like an inventory somewhere? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Is there armor or anything? Is that what the purple is above my health bar? Because that's not in the main Battlefield 6 game, but I think a lot of times Battle Royales work a little bit differently. Yeah, it looks like we're around 60 FPS at 1440p native Ultra settings. So there is that. Wait, equip armor is number 5. There we go. How much armor do I have Wait, is that a little like thing that's like charging up as I get score? Is that what's happening? If you look like down below here, is that like an armor thing that's charging up? LMG, I don't think I want an LMG. So I'm guessing this one's gonna be better at like longer range and this one will be more of a spray them down kind of a situation. Ooh, shotgun. Do I want a shotgun for up close? Maybe that's what we want. I don't know, guys. What should I do? Shotguns are pretty strong in the main game, but I think with armor, they're probably not going to be a one-hit kill. What is this? We got an LMG, probably with a scope or something. All right, I'm going to follow my dude here. Yeah, looks like we're still around 60 FPS. So we're obviously going to change to 1080p native in case you're on a 4060 on native 1080p and continue playing. Sorry, Jules, I had to change my graphics settings. Okay. Looks like that gets us up closer to 70 here. So far things seem mostly smooth. Wait, it says we have missions. We can complete missions to earn rewards. Okay, I'm being too noisy here. He's right. We should be more sneaky. Well, he broke a window. So no point sneaking. All right, what have we got here? What is that? PDW kit? I don't even know what that is, but I probably want some grenades. No, I already have grenades, I guess. Okay, that is good to know. I have some grenades. And I gotta get used to this because the main game, you just have like your loadout, you know? Oh wait, here's an armor plate. So I do have some armor. Anti-vehicle drop. Delivers anti-vehicle gadgets. That seems good. We want that. Okay. Wait, what is this? Carbine. That seems better than the carbine I already have. Because it has an actual sight. I wouldn't really call it much of a scope. Okay, so we are around 70-ish FPS. All right. So my dude's just hanging out here. Okay, are we just chilling? All right, I'll change graphic settings, man. I can do that. Maybe he's changing graphic settings too. You never know. We could go ahead and do advanced. Oh, no, we're in a fight. We're in a fight. Okay. I definitely hear footsteps, guys. Where are they at? I think he broke in over here. There's a lot of recoil on this gun, my goodness. Okay, we're switching to this one. See how this one does. Let's push them together, dude. Okay, we got him. Squad wipe, look at that. Okay, did we get anything good? All right, I'm actually having fun, okay. Sidearm, I don't know if I want the sidearm. All right, what do we got over here? Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's better stuff than what I've already got. So I think we're good. Can I equip more armor? Let's do that. The important thing is we need to change graphic settings. So we're going to have to kick on DLSS. So we're going to go DLSS Quality. And, okay, there's got to be a map. Is that not boosting frame rate? There we go. Seems like it finally kind of kicked on. We're up to around 80-ish FPS. Is there M? Okay, M for map. So we actually seem to be okay in our zone here for now. But this is a little bit boring. So, I don't know, I could maybe edit out boring sections of the video. That, or, now get this. What if we start a mission? Now, how did he start a mission? I don't understand how to start a mission, but apparently we started a mission. All right, we are now getting around 75 FPS. I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping for a little bit better performance on the 4060. We are at the ultra settings, so perhaps we should turn that down. Ooh, a sniper rifle. We are definitely switching the carbine out for a sniper rifle. That is absolutely happening. Okay, he wants us to get some custom weapons. So is this going to be like my loadouts from the main game? Let's find out, guys. Open chest, maybe? I want the cord for sure. We are doing that. Can I get anything else? I don't know. Okay, what else? What else are we doing? I mean, this is all we need. I got the cord now. Game over. GG. We win. I know I'm going to get instantly shot after saying that, of course. All right, so naturally, we are now going to go like DLSS performance mode because we're going to kick this on. We're going performance mode DLSS. We're going to be getting all the frames per second. Except it still doesn't seem that amazing. 80-ish? Restart the frame rate average again? Okay, now we're closer to 100. Yeah, still only around 80-ish. You're not getting like super high frame rates here. And this is DLSS performance on a 1080p output. So not maybe as high as I would absolutely like. So I have to protect him. Is that what the mission is? Again, could be paying a little more attention than I, than I am to the game. But overall, having at least some amount of fun so far, and we've managed to get a couple of kills, so at least there's that. So we're back here. Why are we here? So he has to pick up things. I see. Okay, so he is picking up things. So I need to protect him. Does that mean that people are going to be like alerted to his presence? Second chance disabled. So if we die now, there's no coming back. That is good to know. So he has decrypted a beacon. Are we going to do that again? So while he decrypts the beacon, I'm going to go ahead and change graphic settings again. I'm really sorry, Jules. We got things to do. So we're going to drop down to medium settings. Now, not everything applies until you restart the game, but it does look like most things have applied. And frame rates have improved. We are now over 100 FPS, well over 100 FPS. Remember, on the 9800X3D, I am not going to be CPU limited anytime soon on an RTX 4060. So if we have, if you were on a lower end CPU, keep in mind that you'd have to make sure it would keep up. Now, I don't think that this mode is going to be as CPU demanding as the just main game, because the main game has way more players in the same area. So let's see what we got here. Artillery strike. I don't know how I use it, but I'll take it. Deployable cover. Okay, why not? What else we got? Lots of armor plates. I guess my armor's all full. We're full up on armor. Airstrike. I guess we want. Okay, that's my number 6. I see. So we've got some stuff now, guys. Again, I may edit out boring-ish parts of the video. Again, we're still on the performance mode upscaling on the medium settings. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to just DLSS quality and hope that performance is still pretty solid here. So on the medium settings with DLSS quality on the 1080p output. Okay, 25 squads remaining. We just got a frame time spike there. I did change the graphic settings. That was a minute ago. Okay. Wait, I hear stuff and it's not my teammate. There's shooting over this way. Definitely some shooting over that way. Okay, so this means we should change graphic settings now before the shooting gets any closer, right? So we're going to go DLSS off. So this is now native 1080p at the medium settings, at least as many of them as apply without a full restart of the game, because we don't want poor old Jules here to suffer with his team backing out. I think my stuff's already better than whatever's there. Can we get up on the roof? He seems to be up on the roof. How did he get up on the roof? Where's the stairs up? I think I had a sniper, didn't I? Because it seems like the roof would be a better place to be. Okay, I'm hearing shots. Oh, I wish I was on 1440p right now. It seems a little bit blurry out this way, guys. Which means we are changing graphic settings. Jules, I'm not going to help you snipe. We are going to get more resolution. So we're going up to 1440p, but for now, oops, 1440p. 1440p. There we go. Yes, keep changes. We are on native 1440p, medium settings, at least as much medium as applied, you know, without the restart to the game. I saw the enemy there. This can't be all my attachments. This gun has way more recoil right now than it does in the main game. Okay, did some damage. Oh, we're getting an artillery strike on us. Means I should probably launch one at them? How do I do it?
Pulling back, Daniel.
Oh, he's pulling back.
Pulling back.
He's pulling back. He said he's pulling back.
Or flank them.
He wants to flank. Guys, he wants to flank. Guys, it actually gave me like a teammate who communicates and seems to wants to use strategies. I'm actually feeling obligated to attempt to win this game. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. Looks like the next circle is just kind of pushing up around here on our left a little bit. So there's that. Now, I do want to help Jules out, but I also need to change graphics settings. So Jules is going to have to just chill for a second while I adjust to get some higher frame rates, because we're around 60 FPS right now. Let's go DLSS quality. Again, we're on those kind of medium-ish settings, medium preset, whatever applies without the restart. Looks like there's a zip line here. Maybe I need the zip line. Do I press E? Can I not get up that? How do I get on the zip? Do I have to start at the base? I don't actually know how this works. I'm gonna die if I can't attach to this and go. There we go. All right. So we got to move into the circle edge. Again, I'm a little rusty on battle royales, but I think you generally you make sure behind yourself is clear with the circle. And then we move into the new circle, making sure we don't get flanked or pushed from behind. I think that's generally the way to go with these things. I had myself a decent number of chicken dinners when PUBG first came out. But haven't, like I said, played a lot of Battle Royales since then. But I think we've got the edge of the circle here. Seems like we're pretty safe. I am getting some frame time spikes. Not liking that. I'll occasionally get those in the main game as well, but not real frequently. Okay, he's sniping. I do have my sniper here. Not a lot of great attachments or anything. Ooh, I'm getting shot from behind. Can I get my armor on? Yeah, behind. Oh no. Oh, we're down. Squad eliminated, guys. We tried our best. Okay, I think that's it, right? We got 7th place with 3 kills and 443 damage. Let's change graphics cards and see if that's the key to getting a win here. All right, I have put in the RX 9060 XT 16GB. This is the graphics card I generally recommend to people as, you know, kind of if I was building a new system, I'd want to get at least this. It's about $350. Usually gets a lot of performance. Good 1440p card, 16GB of VRAM means we don't need to be as worried about that. And I am going to start out the graphics settings the same place we started them out on the 4060, Ultra, with a 1440p output with quality level upscaling. So if I back out here, we can see that we have quality level upscaling. Now, that being said, this is not going to be an apples to apples comparison no matter what we do, because it's going to be you know, different gameplay. So do keep that in mind. I'm going to go here. So hopefully my dude follows, but we'll see what happens. Okay, again, things looked a little pixelated on the way down, but now that we're here, things do seem to be stabilizing a bit. So we saw similar stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the frame rate averages. Am I hearing enemies in the building? I think I am. Oh no, whiffed the headshots, guys. I absolutely whiffed the headshots. Oh no. So I am dead. I think I get to respawn, right? So we'll spectate my buddy here. Let's see if Captain Trips is up to the task. It appears. Oh, wait. So he's down. Oh, he was up against both enemies there, and that's why he's taken out. So we are going to get to redeploy, and I think when we redeploy, we're going to go ahead and try out native resolution. Rather than the quality level upscaling. So let's go ahead and see how that goes. And where's my teammate coming? There's already some enemies down here. This is a problem. We have a problem. So I don't think this is going to last very long, guys. I think we are going to be dead. But I'm going to go ahead and reset the frame rate averages, and hopefully I can find a weapon. I got a case. I don't know what a case is, but I have one. My squad is wiped. Somebody's squad is wiped. I think I see my... Ah! Oh, no. Yeah, so clearly, the 9060 XT is not as good of a GPU for playing this game as the RTX 4060, because I lived longer when using the RTX 4060. I think that's the only possible solution. Now we can, an explanation, we can see how Captain Trips does here while adjusting graphic settings though. So that was ultra settings native res, looks like we're in the 70s. So this card does seem a lot more up for, native 1440p ultra settings. Again, we could go back to upscaling and go a little more aggressive. We go like performance mode upscaling at these ultra settings. 1440p output. Looks like he's redeploying the squad, and we're around 100-ish FPS. Let's see if he's able to get me back. So good job, Captain Trips, bringing me back in here. Oh no, Captain Trips failed to get me back. So that looks like we might need to start up another match on the 9060 XT, maybe this time at the medium settings. 47th place, how embarrassing. All right, so I have now started up another match. We're still on the 9060 XT 16 gigabytes. I've switched to medium settings though, and we're still at 1440p, and currently I am not the jump leader, so we'll see where my guy jumps us out. So I think we're also on native res. Yeah, we're currently upscaling turned off. So this is native 1440p medium settings, and we're gonna have to see when my jump leader decides to have us jump. Let's reset the frame rate averages. So it looks like even up here with the whole map visible and all that, we are around 120 frames per second. And is Seek to Destroy going to actually jump for us? He is the jump leader. Jump leader. Okay, he is now helping us jump. Okay, is he gonna pin something? Okay, also he's talking. Let's hope he is going to use appropriate language for the purposes of our video here. There are definitely some enemies in this area. He's asking if I have a mic. The answer is yes, but I'm recording a video right now, not talking to him. So he doesn't know that. All right, I have a gun this time. That is better than when we just had the pistol, but I saw lots of other people landing in this area, and if they're sticking together and we are not, this could, in fact, be a problem. Now that guy's done, though, so I'm gonna listen for footsteps, guys. I don't think I hear footsteps. All right, we're gonna grab this. What did we got? Assault rifle, green assault rifle. Seems better than what I had. Oh, my dude is getting killed. Oh, I heard something. I heard a parachute. I think it landed on the roof, probably. Do I have any additional armor? Let's get that on here. Okay, definitely hear some stuff. Okay. So that's the key to battle royales. You find people fighting each other, and then you kill them. See, he also knew the key to battle royales, which is you find me fighting somebody else and then shoot me. So that we are all aware of the key to battle royale games. Okay, so it looks like we were getting around 100 FPS at those settings though. So as we do this, let's go ahead and switch over to using FSR, but like the quality mode. So we got quality level FSR. Let's see where my dude landed here. It looks like we're getting around 150 FPS here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the parachute to get down quicker so I don't just get shot in midair. But we'll probably need to redeploy that so I don't die. I hear running steps. Is it my teammate? No, my teammate is dying. I took that guy out with my pistol. I feel pretty good about that, actually. I'm probably not gonna take this guy out with my pistol. Okay. Is there any sort of weapon? It does not appear to be the case. So we have a problem. I have a pistol and there are enemies nearby. So we're gonna run away at about 134 frames per second. It's because, again, we are measuring performance right now. But we are using live gameplay to do it. Now, one reason I'm testing this way is because it gives me an excuse to play this game and pretend I'm working. The other reason we're gonna do this is because I don't know if there's a way to test this map out other than in live gameplay. So there's that. Okay, we found something that has not been looted. I now have something. It appears to be an oh, okay, there's also an incendiary shotgun. The incendiary shotgun, isn't that like the worst thing ever? I remember the challenge for that in the main game was so dumb I didn't even complete it. Anyway, we've got a green assault rifle now, so there's that. We got a shotgun kit. Do I have to do anything with the shotgun kit? I don't know. Okay, well anyway, did my guy just totally quit out, or can I res him again? I don't see him, so I think he's just completely quit out. I hear footsteps. I hear footsteps, guys. We're gonna put on some armor at about 130 frames per second. We're also gonna risk this. We are going to go to FSR Performance mode at these medium settings, because I'm gonna need all the frames per second to win this fight. Oh no, that was not what I thought it was. Thought that was gonna be a frag grenade. And I'm dead. Okay, so we test out the 9060 XT. Should we test out one high-end GPU before we're done? Okay, we've now fired this up on a 5070 Ti, and my teammate here, IKillTTVs666. Does he kill Twitch TVs? Like he kills streamers? I don't know, man. Anyway, he is the party leader here for jumping, so I'll show you the graphic settings. We're at ultra settings. I currently have upscaling turned off, and we are jumping. Wow. So we're starting out at 1440p. The 5070 Ti tends to be the highest end graphics card that I really recommend getting because the 5080 is not a lot more powerful for quite a bit more money. And then the 5090, I mean, sure, if you have like ridiculous amounts of money, I guess you could get a 5090. But anyway, the point is the 5070 Ti has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, unlike the base 5070, so it's a pretty good choice for a lot of people. And you know, $750 is expensive, but is not beyond the range of what you know, some people can do rather than like a 5090. I think I'm gonna try to follow my teammate here. I can't hear him super well, and I can hear his game audio through his mic. So like, it's nice in game modes like this that somebody has a mic. It's a little bit obnoxious if I have to hear their game audio through the mic the whole game. But anyway, I'm guessing the audio balance is probably low enough that you're maybe not hearing him anyway. I might turn things up a bit because I'm actually having trouble hearing things. Oh, but now I hear his game audio even more. I got an air defense launcher. Look at that. Do I want this assault rifle or this assault rifle? My teammates tell me there's a guy flying in. Maybe I don't need air defense. Guy's right here. Okay. Let me see if I can help us out. We'll see how long this lasts. Frame rates are currently 144 at ultra settings, native 1440p. I do not have much of a scope on this thing, so we're not going to be that great at long range. I will wait to adjust graphic settings until we get shot in the back. Wow, I did not get a single hit on that. Yeah. Okay, this seems like a good time to adjust graphic settings. Okay, so I will adjust graphic settings. My teammate here is not using the kindest language, so I'm going to maybe turn down the game audio. Let's see here if don't need anybody to hear that. We will go to DLSS Quality now. My teammate is accepting responsibility for that. He said it is mainly his fault. I will agree with him silently. Although not that I really did much there either. Okay, I got some sort of, what is this, an SMG? Okay, this place has mostly already been looted. Good to know. What is this anyway? Tripwire sensitive. Anyway, we're at around 160 FPS now. The trees look a little... Ah! I was admiring the trees while getting shot. So anyway, I am now dead. So we're getting around 160 FPS. I'm not sure we need to do a whole lot. Other testing, like frame rates seem pretty high. So maybe we'll spectate I kill TTV's 666 as he maybe wins this fight. We'll see. Well, I give some kind of final thoughts on the performance here. So the 4060s, like the performance wasn't like mind-blowing there, and I think you do need to watch the 8GB VRAM borderline. I think even the Ultra settings might have been a bit much. Medium seemed pretty stable. Again, wasn't blown away by the performance at the higher settings there, but medium seemed okay, and upscaling seemed to boost that. Cards like the 9060 XT 16GB did completely fine. And then, yeah, even at 1440p, I don't think I even bothered trying out 1080p on that because frame rates were high at 1440p. And then the 5070 Ti, again, we're at ultra settings, 1440p DLSS quality at like 160 FPS right now. Let's see if our teammate's able to do anything here. Looks like he's got some shots in there, but didn't actually win it. Maybe while we spectate him, we could check out 4K resolution. So 4K resolution, this is still going to be DLSS quality. We can go ahead and see how that does. Again, this is on the 5070 Ti. Which I think is, you know, more targeted at 1440p, but can do the job at 4K. And looks like here we're actually getting around 100 frames per second at 4K resolution at these settings. It's actually easier to adjust graphic settings and benchmark while I just spectate. So we do have that. He's watching the redeploy tower. Maybe he'll be able to take this guy out. We'll see. You can definitely tell he's aiming on a controller. Like the controls seem a lot way different when somebody's on a controller compared to a mouse, isn't it? Look, there's a guy to your left. Okay. He's trying to get it. We'll see if he gets it. We can go ahead and go to DLSS performance mode while we admire his running away skills. So he's getting to, performance mode DLSS not seeming to boost frame rates all that much here, a little over 100. I don't think we're CPU limited at this point, although one CPU, thread is around 85%. GPU utilization is still usually in the upper 90s. Yeah, we are getting a bit higher frame rates here. Not a lot higher at DLSS performance than we were getting at DLSS quality. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if he gets to a redeploy tower at any point, but we can go ahead and continue to test out graphics settings while he does this. So the other option we can do, like I said, is adjust settings. Now, the vast majority of the settings apply without a restart. Some don't, so we go down to medium settings here. This is 4K and again, DLSS performance mode. Medium settings. Looks like we are getting some additional performance here. We're getting up into the 140s. And he is going to attempt to redeploy me, but let's see if he survives the attempt. Looks like he will not. So that is this. Our squad is eliminated. I kill TTVs, was not able to recover for me. And that's it, guys. I think performance here is pretty solid. It doesn't seem that far off from the base game. Probably a little less CPU limited than the base game, because you're not likely to get as many players clustering in the same area. But yeah, there's that. And again, if you hadn't played the base game because it wasn't free to play, you can try this out. Seems like a decent Battle Royale mode. I obviously haven't played it enough to really have too strong of an opinion. Hope you all have an excellent day.